I'm the Scrub and you're here for one reason. Of all of the things you could have possibly chosen to create, you decide on an unfathomably violent immortal firebird that's the embodiment of reincarnation and defies death itself.
But it's a flawed iteration.
You don't f***ing say. You are lucky I don't call occupational health and safety because these conditions are insufferable. What do you mean you hope I like the colour orange? Time to learn about Asphodelos, the third circle. Simplified. The walls of the arena will be covered in a mote of fire. Touching this wall will instantly incinerate your skin. The cast of Experimental Fire Plume will be one of two different mechanics. You'll need to see what the boss does in order to dodge the next AoEs appropriately. If the boss creates one large orb, there will be a massive circular AoE in the middle of the arena. You'll have to get right out close to the wall to dodge it. And if it creates a circle of smaller orbs, they will fall in pairs around the arena with the last one being in the middle. So you'll need to first stand in the middle, then move to where the first two AoEs fall, as this will be the safe zone for the rest of the mechanic. If you get hit by any of the AoEs, you'll get a Vol stack. Experimental Fire Plume will repeat with whichever one wasn't cast first. Scorched Exaltation is a room-wide AoE. Heat of Condemnation will put Tankbuster icons on both tanks. These do cleave and are a little bigger than you're anticipating, so tanks, make sure that you don't overlap these. And everyone else can pretend that this is 2020 and maintain social distancing. The cast of Dark and Fire will create 4 dark flames around the corners of the middle square from the pattern on the floor. These will all start casting Dark and Blaze. These flames can be targeted, but you can't ignore them. Following this will be the cast of Brightened Fire, which will give 4 players a hollow medium-sized point-blank AoE with a number of dots above these players' heads. The number of dots will indicate the order in which the Phoenix will hit you with its AoE. You'll need to make sure that these AoEs overlap the Dark and Fire flames, as if the AoE does hit a flame, it will extinguish it and remove it from the arena. The diameter of the circle is wide enough that it can cover 2 flames at the same time. Just make sure that all of the flames are extinguished. If a flame is still lit when all of the AoEs have gone off, they will finish casting Dark and Blaze and explode in a room-wide AoE, which will give everyone a Vol stack. Following this will be the cast of either left Cinderwing or right Cinderwing. This will be an arena-wide cleave from the direction that Phoenix is facing. So you'll just need to get to the opposite side of whichever way the boss is casting in order to dodge the attack. If you get hit by this AoE, it will give you a Vol stack. Following this, the boss will become untargetable and fly up. It will reappear on the side of the arena and cast Trial of Condemnation. This will be a straight line AoE through the middle of the arena in the direction it's facing. So just get out to the sides of the arena from where it's positioned to avoid the cleave. If you get hit by this, it will give you a Vol stack and a small knockback. After this, the boss will remain untargetable and reappear in the middle of the arena. A bar labeled Phoenix Fire will appear. If this bar fills, the boss will enrage and potentially wipe the group. The boss will summon a pair of Sunbird adds that will have a circle around them. These will need to be destroyed quickly. Tanks will need to grab these adds and keep them apart at all times, making sure that the circles are not overlapping another bird. The Sunbird adds will either cast rear or fore carve. This will be a semicircle AoE either behind it for rear carve or in front of it for fore carve. You can get to the opposite side of the AoE or far away from it to dodge it. Getting hit by any of these semicircle AoEs will give you a Vol stack. There will also be continuous raid-wide damage going out with hits of Blazing Rain. When this pair has been defeated, another pair of adds will spawn in. Tanks, again, make sure that you keep these birds away from the circles of the other birds. When all 4 adds have been defeated, there will be a room-wide AoE called Flames of Undeath. This will resurrect the 4 birds and turn them into spark-fledged eyes that will accompany the boss for the remainder of the fight. After this, Phoenix will cast Dead Rebirth. If any of the eyes are too close to each other, they will tether together. For every eye that is tethered, it will cause the bar to increase by 15 and also cause the boss to get that many stacks of damage up. This can have the potential to wipe the group, so make sure that you keep the birds apart. If you have kept the birds apart, this will just be a standard ultimate hit. When you return to the arena, the eyes will now auto-attack the off-tank. From here, mechanics of the first phase will repeat with a few added ones thrown in. The cast of Fledgling Flight will cause the spark-fledged eyes to appear in cardinal directions around the arena. They will cast a conal AoE towards the open area of the arena with the cast of Ashen Eye. All 4 eyes will perform this one at a time, so it will eventually cover the whole arena. There is a trick to this. You'll need to move behind the second eye that spawns in and wait for the first AoE to go off. Then move behind the third eye that spawned in after the AoE goes off, and you'll be safe from the rest of the AoEs. After this, every player will get a point-blank AoE with the cast of Experimental Char Plume, so you'll just need to spread out and avoid overlapping these. The cast of Devouring Brand will create a lingering cross of flames that will start from the outer wall of the arena and slowly make its way into the middle. When the AoEs touch, the flames will get wider, so make sure that you're away from the flames as much as possible. If you walk through the flames, you get a Vol stack for every tick that you're in them. As this mechanic finishes, Phoenix will cast Searing Breeze and place an AoE at the feet of all party members. When this happens, the lingering flames in the arena will disappear, so move away from these AoEs as best you can. Getting hit by any of these AoEs will give you a Vol stack. During the next Trial of Condemnation straight line AoE attack, players will get a point-blank AoE around them with the cast of Flare of Condemnation, so everyone will need to split up and spread out across both sides of the safe area to avoid overlapping the AoEs. From here, mechanics will overlap and repeat until the Phoenix has been defeated. Congratulations, you have completed the third circle. My name is The Scrub. Thank you for watching.